Ripple has just partnered with two major financial companies in the United Arab Emirates, Zand Bank and Mamo. These new partnerships show how Ripple is expanding its payment technology in the Middle East, and it could be a big step for the company's global ambitions. So, let's break down what's happening here. First, according to Ripple's official announcement earlier this week, both Zand Bank and Mamo, two UAE-based firms, will now use Ripple Payments, the company's blockchain-based payment solution, to handle cross-border remittances. That's a big deal. Zand Bank is especially important here. It's the first fully digital, commercially licensed bank in the UAE. Their interest in blockchain is clear. Not only are they adopting Ripple Payments, but they also have plans to launch a stablecoin backed by the UAE dirham. That's not something traditional banks jump into lightly. It shows serious interest in blockchain innovation, especially in the regulated financial sector. Mamo, on the other hand, is a fast-growing fintech company also based in the UAE. Their focus is on international remittances, and by integrating Ripple's payment infrastructure, they're aiming to make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, and more efficient for their users. These are the exact kind of use cases blockchain promises to solve. And here's another key point. Ripple's own stablecoin, Rlust, is also being integrated into these solutions. This stablecoin, announced by Ripple in April, adds more flexibility to their payment ecosystem. But it also raises an interesting question. If Ripple has its own stablecoin now, what role does XRP still play? This is something many in the community have debated recently, and it's a valid concern. Could Rlust reduce the need for XRP in Ripple's payment systems? Ripple hasn't given a clear answer yet. Let's step back for a moment. Why is the UAE so important for Ripple? Well, the Middle East, especially countries like the UAE, has a huge remittance market. The UAE alone processes about $40 billion in remittances annually. That's a large amount of money flowing across borders, and traditional banking systems often charge high fees and take several days to settle those transactions. That's exactly where Ripple comes in. Their blockchain-based payment system can settle these transfers in seconds with lower fees. So it makes sense for financial firms in the region to consider switching or at least integrating Ripple's technology. But it's not just about one or two companies. Ripple is building a much bigger presence in the region. In March, Ripple became the first blockchain payment provider to be licensed by the Dubai Financial Services Authority, DFSA. That's a major regulatory win. It gives Ripple the green light to legally operate within Dubai's financial free zones, which are home to many regional and international banks. Ripple has also been involved in several high-level talks. Just recently, Ripple's president Monica Long met with Ahmed bin Saeed, the chairman of Emirates Group, during the 2025 FinTech Summit in Dubai. That meeting shows Ripple is not just working with startups, but also trying to build connections with the most influential leaders in the Gulf's finance and aviation sectors. And this isn't new. Ripple actually opened its Middle East and North Africa, MENA, headquarters in Dubai back in 2020. Since then, they've also partnered with the Dubai International Financial Center, DFC, Innovation Hub to support early-stage crypto adoption. So what's the bigger picture? Ripple is clearly using the UAE as a launch pad for its expansion in the Middle East. With strong regulation, a large remittance market, and increasing openness to blockchain technology, the region could become one of Ripple's most important markets outside the US. But we should also look at this critically. While these partnerships are promising, they don't automatically mean XRP's price will skyrocket or that the technology will be adopted by everyone overnight. Blockchain integration takes time. Financial systems are complex, and regulatory landscapes can shift. Also, Ripple still faces challenges in the US, including ongoing legal pressure from the SEC. Even though Ripple scored some partial wins in court last year, full clarity is still not in place. So while growth in the Middle East is a smart move, it doesn't completely eliminate the company's global risks. Still, what we're seeing now is Ripple slowly but surely becoming a more serious global player, especially in regions that are willing to embrace new technology faster than others. To sum up, Zand Bank and Mamo are adopting Ripple Payments. The UAE's massive remittance market is a perfect testing ground for blockchain. Ripple is gaining regulatory approval and top-level connections in Dubai. And while the future looks promising, it's still important to stay realistic about adoption timelines and XRP's actual role moving forward. So what do you think? Is Ripple's expansion in the Middle East a sign of bigger things to come, or just a regional play that won't move the needle much globally? Let me know in the comments.